Hi, I'm Kim McAllister. I blog at Emergiblog.com. It's a blog about my experiences as an emergency department nurse in San Francisco.
I'm Gina Reibel, and I write the blog Codeblog.com, and I am a critical care nurse in the San Francisco Bay Area.
So this is awesome because we have the both of you here, and you're two of the top, if not the top, nursing bloggers out there. So this is huge, right? Everybody who reads your blogs is going to love this tag team session, so this is going to be great.
Thanks.
So today is the first day of Blog World, and it's the first time that there's been a med blogging track. I know that, Kim, you did a lot to kind of make that happen. Why don't you just share a little bit about what happened there?
I didn't do a lot. I simply wrote a post that was
okay, see the power of one blog post.
Yeah, exactly. I had gone to blog her. I had, and there was nothing for med bloggers, so I went to, looked at Health 2.0, nothing for med bloggers, looked at Blog World Expo, nothing for med bloggers, and so I wrote kind of a rant on there's nothing for med bloggers. Mm-hmm. Rick Calvert, CEO of Blog World, saw that post and commented and said there's a place for you if you want to come. And so last year we managed to get about 5 of us together to come and sort of check it out, and Johnson & Johnson came as a sponsor, MedPage Today came on board after that, and here we are a year later.
That's great. And Gina, you have kind of an interesting format for your blog because it's you blogging, but you also accept lots of contributions from others.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that model. What made you focus your blog that way?
Well, the purpose of Codeblog is to let people out there know what nursing is like. I think people see what nurses do on TV and it's nothing like how it is in the real world. So in that kind of track, I think it's nice to know what a patient feels like. You see patients on TV, and it's probably really not anything like what it's really like.
So it's not like it is on TV?
No,
wow.
surprisingly
Can't
enough.
Believe it.
But my favorite are the stories from patients saying what their experience was like and how they interacted with nurses and what their hospital stay was like.
Yeah. And a lot of what you both do is focus on what I've seen, I think both of you say, this idea of like a patient aggregate, which is you're not necessarily just talking about one person, but you see so many people throughout the day that you kind of have these experiences where it's the human experience of multiple people. How much of that is about like sharing individual experiences versus just kind of putting together pieces of multiple people that you see?
It's a combination of both. All my patients are composites. I've been a nurse for 31 years, so I may not have seen it all yet, but pretty
much everything, right?
And so I can really composite well over 3 decades. And that's one part. One idea for stories. The other one is my personal experience, how I feel as a nurse dealing with this experience, what it's like to be a nurse going back to school, just basically personal experiences.
So one of the questions, obviously I'm a marketing blogger, right? So one of the things that I'm interested in, and Kim, you had an interesting point on the panel, which was that pharmaceutical marketers, if they're in social media and they're interacting and they have things to say, you don't mind that at all as a nurse, as long as they're upfront about the fact that they're pharmaceutical marketing. What as nurses, what would you like marketers to know about what is a positive way of marketing and what's a negative way of marketing?
Positive, just like Kim said, is definitely transparency. Let me know where you're coming from and what you want, and we'll go along with it from there. Just be honest up front.
Yeah, so honesty is
big,
key,
number
right?
one.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But you have to engage too. That's the whole part of the blogosphere, is you engage. And it's not just putting up a blog post and saying, okay, here's what we have to say about this. That message needs to get out. So you have to interact with bloggers that are already out there in the niche or genre that you're interested in. You've got to get out there, read them, comment, leave a link. You can, when you sign in, make your name link to the blog back, and just be very open about what you're doing. If it's like, hey, we got a new X drug over here, and I work for this, and we think it's great, and that's fine. If we know where you're coming from and why you're coming from there, come on in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, you guys see a lot of patients, both of you. Do you see patients using social media a lot to get educated about their condition or what they're coming in for? Is that a positive, or do they just find a lot of bogus stuff that you have to then kind of convince them isn't the truth? Is it good, or is it bad, or is it both?
Well, it can be both. Last time I worked, I actually had a patient on propofol, and the patient's family member came in, took one look at the bottom. She said, "Isn't that what killed Michael Jackson?" So it can be
Right.
it can be bad and good. So also a good opportunity to do education. Yeah, it was, but we were irresponsible using it, So I got to kind of educate her about the use of propofol, and we developed a good rapport from there.
If they bring their bad information in, that's actually a good thing because you have a chance to give them the appropriate information and explain why what they have brought in isn't necessarily related to what's going on with them.
And if they walk in with a lot of online information, do you direct them back online to positive sources of information?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks.